Thank you for tuning in. This is the weekly love reading for the Zodiac sign of Virgo. The first card that I have for you, Virgo, is the Eight of Wands. I will do singles first, then couples. This speaks of you receiving some unexpected communication with someone. From someone, very fast communication coming in for you. This may be either through social media or just through some form of communication that you weren't expecting. You may run into someone while you're out and about. With the Nine of Wands, this speaks of you receiving a lot of abundance in your love life at this time. It may be that at this time you have more than one option for who you want to date, or you are able to make more than one connection at this time. With the Four of Swords, this speaks of you needing to take some emotional rest, or just some rest in general. If you have not been dedicating any time to yourself, any time to your well-being, any time to pamper yourself, or just to be at one with your own energy, be sure you take some time out now to do so, because you may be approaching a time where you're going to either overwork yourself or be overly tired and not be able to focus on anything else out of exhaustion. So be sure that you're taking care of yourself, that you are making sure you put yourself as the priority. With the Page of Wands, it speaks of a fire sign coming in for you. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is someone who's very passionate, who has a strong temper, who has a strong will, someone very ambitious and very energetic. And if the person isn't a fire sign, they just have a very strong fire energy to them at this time. With the Wheel of Fortune, this speaks of your fortune changing when it comes to your relationships, with your connections. If you have been single for a long time or been waiting to meet somebody who you can actually connect with, who you can actually relate to, this is a time where that's going to happen. Your luck is going to start to change more in your favor at this time. So anything that is no longer serving you, any past relationships or past connections that you have been dwelling on, do let them go so you can make room for the new that is coming in. With the Ten of Swords, I do feel that you are going to have a strong sense of an ending coming about for you. It may be that you're ending the old way of viewing things, the old way of doing things when it comes to relationships. It may be that the person that you're most interested in at this time differs from your usual type, and that is what is making you want to change, want to be more open-minded and see things differently, or give somebody new a opportunity to get to know you. And I see that with the Ace of Pentacles, that does lead to a new stable beginning. This is the start of a new foundation in your relationships. It may be that that person that you open your heart up to at this time is the person that you will end up in a relationship with. It may be that something about them just makes you feel more grounded and more stable, and that is what sparks the commitment in this relationship, the desire to be around each other at this time. With the Three of Wands, I do see that this is going to be a very passionate month for you. You will have more than one option, at least three. And I do see that Two may be from this time, the present, and there may be somebody from the past trying to return, or that you may reconnect with at this time. If you do want to date these people to see who you can best relate to at this time, I would recommend that. Get to know them, get to have that one-on-one time with these people so that you can know exactly who you're getting involved with at the end of the day, and that way you can see who you really want to stick with. Now your love message. The love message that you have is children. Your love life is being affected by children. If you have been having trouble getting balance between taking care of your children and making time for your own relationships or your personal life, try to find a way to become more balanced. Try to find a way to have more of a schedule, of a set, stable schedule, so that you can start to make time for yourself and for the things that you want for yourself also. It is wonderful to be very invested in your children, but you can't neglect yourself, because if you're not 100% happy, you will not be able to function at 100% for anyone. So try to find some balance between your children and yourself. Or if you take care of children, try to find a balance between the time you spend taking care of someone's children and the time you spend taking care of yourself and focusing on yourself. If you like this reading, like, comment, and subscribe. Now for those who are in a relationship. With the Eight of Wands, I see that there is news coming in for you from your partner. It may be that something you've been waiting to hear about, or a new commitment or a new structure that you've been waiting for your partner to come in the relationship with, to bring about for you, comes through at this time. With the Nine of Wands, it may be that there are a lot of blessings and a lot of abundance in your relationship at this time. Things that you and your partner have been working on building or working on restructuring are now starting to become way more solid and way more structured. And it may be that this makes you very emotionally fulfilled, very passionate about your relationship about this time. This is going to be a time of positivity, so expect good news at this time. With the Four of Swords, this is a strong indication that you may need time to rest, to relax. If you have been overworking yourself in every way, if you've been overworking yourself at work itself or in your relationship, or you just been doing too much and not dedicating any time to yourself, be sure to put yourself first at this time, because if you don't, you will debilitate yourself to the point that you're not gonna be able to function. So just put yourself first more a bit. If you've been feeling overworked and tired, this is a good time to focus on putting yourself first and making yourself more calm and relaxed at this time. With the Page of Wands, this is your partner coming through as a fire sign, if he is not a fire sign, or she. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is an energy that's very passionate, very determined, very energetic. Someone who has a very strong will and goes for what they want with a passion. So it may be that your partner is becoming more passionate at this time in your relationship. With the Wheel of Fortune, this speaks of any stagnation or any negativity leaving at this time. You are going to have a shift when it comes to your love life. It may be that things start to look up more for you when it comes to your relationship. Like I said previously, I do feel that you're going to receive some good news at this time that is progressive, that will help to solidify the structure in your life at this time. So anything that is no longer serving you or your relationship, allow it to leave your life at this time, because you need to make space for any of the newness that is trying to come in. With the Ten of Swords, this is you stepping away from any negativity or anything that is no longer serving you in your life at this time. It may feel that there are a lot of endings in your life, but it will be more of an emotional ending. So anything that you have been harboring that is negative in your heart or in your spirit will now start to go away, because you're deciding to leave these negative feelings behind. With the Ace of Pentacles, I see that there will be a new grounded start with you and your partner. It may be that due to some opportunities or some growth that is coming into you and your partner's life, you start to have a new stability that is going to start now, and you're going to be able to grow from here. It will be slow growth, but this will be the type of growth that is very stable for you and your relationship. And with the Three of Wands, I do see that you're going to have options as to how you want to go about the changes and the growth that is happening. It may be that you have more than one opportunity coming in for you. So do take your time with deciding what you want to do or how you want to go about doing things at this time, because you have to pick what option is going to fit best for you in your life and where you are in your relationship at this time. The love message that I have for you is children. Your love life is being affected by children. If you and your partner have children, try to find a way to balance your relationships so that you have time to take care of the children and time to spend together. If it's that your partner or you have children and you have not had the time to really spend much time with your partner, or vice versa, same thing. Try to find a better balance between your responsibilities with your children and your responsibilities with your relationship. And if you enjoy this reading, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.